But the bookstore was like, भैया आप ये वाला ले लो ना, ये नहीं बिक रहा है.
अच्छा.
And the book was रात पश्मीने की by गुलजार. So just understand, yeah, नहीं बिक रहा. And okay, understandable. Like my dad was like, okay, free में मिल रहा है, why not? No free item can cause any harm, right? Took it, रात पश्मीने की.
Lift off and the clock has started.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the BongSanyasi show powered by BongSanyasi Productions. I am SD and tonight we have another special guest. He is actually very special because I met him a few days back and we had an amazing open talk session. So please welcome on the show, Simanta Bhardwaj.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, hello. So I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Quite comfortable nowadays.
Okay, cool. So how are you feeling here after coming in the show?
Well, there is a saying that quite nervous in always our firsts, right? Yeah, so a bit nervous, but yeah, with time it will be like.
Yeah, cool. We're a very informal show. It's like hum adda de rahe basically and nothing else. Okay, Shimant, we start. Tell us who you are, what you do, a brief introduction of yourself.
So, a software developer in Accenture.
All right.
Yeah, and more to that is I do open mics, poetry, and storytelling on my weekends.
Yes.
And if I just take my 24 hours as a day, like if I segregate my hours, then office takes a majority, that is 10 hours.
10 hours.
And after that, cooking and then going to the gym, coming back, giving some time to writing because that is also now part of life.
So where are you from, Shimant?
Again a story behind.
Yeah, that's a
huge story. So apparently, my mom and dad, they are from North Kolkata, proper North Kolkata.
okay.
So when they got married,
Okay.
2-3 years before the marriage, my dad went into Indian Air Force.
Indian Air Force.
Indian Air Force.
Awesome.
Yeah, and during the marriage, he was posted in Chennai.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously the marriage happened, and 1997, I came into this earth. Yeah. So my birthplace was Barakpur.
Okay.
Yeah, as like my mom went into labor, my dad preferred that my mom should stay at our like house.
Okay.
Yeah, so my dad shifted my mom to Kolkata in Barakpur so that my mom can just be around family, and my dad was in Kashmir.
Okay.
Yeah, he was posted in Srinagar.
Okay.
Yeah, then I popped out. Yeah, and 1997, and I don't know why, but my dad kind of preferred me to take to Srinagar, that like 1 year toddler. I don't know what. Yeah, maybe he's sensible enough. Yeah. So me, mom, dad shifted to Srinagar. Then again, tragedy struck. 1999, war scenarios happened. Again, me and my mom came to Kolkata.
Okay.
My dad was
So
there.
2 years you were in Srinagar.
Yeah, 2 years. Then we went to Pathankot, which is in Punjab. In Pathankot, I was in Air Force School, like one of the names. And yeah, there we stayed for 4-5 years. Then from there, my dad got posted to Barmer, Rajasthan. Yeah, yeah. And the speciality of Barmer city was 150 kilometers away from India-Pakistan border.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was these things like what we see in TV nowadays as a red alert situations
You're
was very
saying,
common. Yeah. One fine day, I was returning from my school and I suddenly saw this jeeps, contingent, and tanks are going. The main road, they're like passing like normal trucks and vans. Like we are watching, and like I went to home, asked my mom what happened. My mom casually like, 2 Pakistani air jets just flew away from our Air Force station. I'm like, what? And like 2 F-16s just had a good round of tour of Air Force station and they went away. While going away, they gave a message to Indian Air Force ATC that say hello to your Prime Minister, and they went away.
Damn.
And in reply, the whole north side contingent went west side contingent went to Barmer. Then from our 2 Sukhoi did the same job. He's a friendly, we go to friends house. Like,
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Like,
this is
हम बचपन में ऐसा करते थे ना, calling bell बजा के भाग
calling
जाते
person.
हैं.
Like same thing happened. After that, so when while I was in Uttarlai, so my dad observed this thing that Rajasthan is in Barmer. My dad observed was that my studies are getting hampered. So from this young age, he kind of installed this thing in me that your mother and me, we will help you till a age, and after that you have to be in the wild. My father retired in 2008. He completed his 21-year quota in Air Force. Then he retired. Now from there, my dad decided that it's time to throw him into the wild. Step one, get him into DPS.
Okay.
Admission was simple. From day one, hell. Because in DPS, English is kind of the luxury language, and Hindi is still okay. And there comes this boy who hasn't speak a single word of English from his childhood, and I'm like fumbling there. So what happens when a guy who doesn't?
Bullies.
Yes, big time. And plus, I don't know what affinity has our country has created for Bengalis. I don't know.
Who मार खाऊंगा मैं छोटा पड़े.
People should think we have given you your national anthem. Okay, come on, be a little nice to us. Oh my God! So Chhattisgarh, Raipur is like it's a state dominated by majority by all over Indian states. Okay, there are Punjabis, there are Sindhis, there are North Indians, like Delhi people from. Oh my God! Like full. This guy is from Bengal.
पकड़ो इसको.
Pakdo, bully him like anything.
This have even I have faced it because I was 11 in higher secondary. I was in hostel in Vikas. There like we have this like students from like kids from all parts of the country has come over there. So they're also same thing I faced. Like Bengalis are being so much bullied.
They like I don't know. I heard this thing
एक तो
that
काला जादू आता है तुम लोगों को.
we are very diplomatical. They say.
We are very diplomatic, yes. And Bengali women have some magic and whatnot. I'm forgetting the most funniest one. The funniest one.
Jol khabe, we don't say that. Come on, no. Fish and water doesn't define us. Come on.
So this is like this I have also faced, but yeah, good that you mentioned. So Simanto, like how poetry came into the picture.
So one fine day in my summer vacations, me, mom, dad, my grandma, we were about to board the train. My mom asks my dad that, can you please bring me a Griha Shobha?
Griha Shobha.
Griha Shobha, that woman's magazine.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
alright, yeah.
So me and my dad went to a bookstore. And I was searching the shelf for one another English novel, something like that. And I took out that Ravinder Singh's novel. I don't remember the name. The something first love, last love, something kind of a thing. I don't remember. I was about to take out that, but the bookstore was like, "Bhaiya, आप ये वाला ले लो ना, ये नहीं बिक रहा है."
अच्छा.
And the book was रात पश्मीने की by Gulzar. So just understand, yeah, nahi bik raha. And okay, understandable. Like my dad was like, okay, free mein mil raha hai, why not? No free item can cause any harm, right? Took it, Raat Pashmina ki. That night was different. My whole family is sleeping. I'm like reading the book. The first essence of poetry to me was like the love at first sight. I being a boy who was learning language English and Hindi, I cannot imagine that words can play so beautifully with each other. Like they can hug each other so well and they can bring out a rhyme. It was beyond my imaginations. I completed that book in 4 hours. I didn't sleep for that night. Next day, next major station before Kolkata, Durgapur, if you were like, yeah. I went down with my dad. I was searching for the next poetry book. Yeah, that was again, I got this book which was from Robert Frost.
Okay.
Yeah. If Raat Pashmine ki was an introduction to for me for Hindi poetry, Robert Frost was the first for English poetry. I was hooked. Next 3-4 months, I read poetry books like anything. I have bought like requested my father to buy around 7-8 books. I completed it, and after that, I asked my father that whether I can do poetry. Apparently, when I started writing poetry, so I got this basic knowledge of words and how to play with them, right? So I started doing elocutions.
Okay.
I started writing short stories,
Okay.
which I used to show my teachers. And what she did was that took a bunch of it and she passed it to school's principal. He noticed it. He told that, Simanta, I want to see you do an elocution live in a stage. I like, not happening. मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. Like principal like करना तो पड़ेगा. I like, okay, give me a topic. So I still remember he gave me the topic. Take what your father worked was in Indian Air Force. Came to my father. He was like, fine, I'll help you. Then he introduced me to the one of the most best techniques which I still follow, speaking to a mirror.
All right. Yeah.
Best way. So I started reciting again and again and again and again. Done, done, done. Seventh day, came into the stage. I can see very clearly those faces, which faces to bully me. Now they are laughing. Not boys, girls also. I can see juniors laughing.
No, you won't laugh anymore.
Yeah, I can see the young, like teachers laughing. Just think of the hostile environment I stepped into. So, yeah, I went into the stage, adjusted my mic, closed my eyes, and just spoke to my heart, which I still do before my every performances. I spoke to my heart that this next 5 minutes is yours. Just do whatever you want. After 5 minutes, we'll see what happens.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very
and
nice.
delivered the whole thing. Finished it, pin drop silence. The faces which are laughing, now I can see they are going down. And I can see my English teacher almost like emotionally happy. And I can see I turned to my principal just looking at me with awe. And he looked at me and he stood up and he started clapping. The whole corridor of 400, 500 people are clapping there. And that was kind of a monumental victory for me. Above my bullies, what I can say. But
Yeah.
see, obviously, see, I don't want to justify them as bullies. Come on, that was our age, right? But yeah, again, from there, I got that boost that this stage is friendly to me.
Okay.
Which after that, life was different. 12th happened, gave JE, JE mains, what I know, cracked JE mains, joined KIT. First year, so went into this normal things only, studies and new environment, first wings of first wings of freedom,
Freedom, yeah.
going to pub in like first time in life. I'm like, damn, like this is not the stuff.
Oh, this is another life.
This is a new life, and like yeah, all these new excitements. I kind of made one bad habit also during that time. It was smoking. Yeah.
Okay, how many of you agree smoking is a bad habit?
Nobody will agree to it. So yeah, started smoking, yeah, on all this. By the year end, got a taste of what Bhubaneswar is. Kind of made a home for myself there. Got a good group of friends who understands me, and I went to this group, which was like the name of the group was Kartavya. It was a street play group, Nukkar Natak, what they say. I went there, and I remember talking to their seniors that, sir, like, bhaiya, I am a writer. I write things. Can I get a chance? So he told me that you write something on farmers, because that time this farmers protest was going on in 2016.
Okay.
Write something on farmers, and if we like, we'll take you. But if we take you, so there was this rule in our college that we can only join societies from second year.
Okay.
Now this boy is going in the mid of the first year, not even completed my second semester, I'm going. Again, this buzz started in my like first year that this guy has gone to societies to join. How is it possible? Like, okay, enough. Like, I didn't thought that they will select me because that group was winning. They took me.
That's destiny, I guess.
Yeah, destiny. The reason they gave was, no, you're a good writer, and we don't want you to go to other groups. I like, are there other groups also? Son, you'll get to see what happens. There's a whole like war going on. I got to know from second year what was the situation. So there was 5 groups in my college,
Okay.
street play, and there was stiff war between them.
Uh-huh.
Like talents going from here, and it was like you watch football, right? Like suppose any player of Real Madrid goes to Barcelona,
Yeah, yeah, I understand. It's like a war of
full
talents.
yeah, full hostile environment.
Yeah.
But I knew one thing, that I did the right thing joining Kartavya, because I remember there were 2 writers, I won't name, but there were 2 writers. There was this lady and there was this bhaiya. They again kind of polished me with Hindi writing, Hindi and English rhyming, to be honest. So before my college, I don't used to rhyme. In my poems, they were kind of snippets, just to end in a blunt way. But in college, I started learning the art of rhyming, and I started reading more of Hindi granths, Hindi books, and other English old literature. If I go Shakespeare, Jane Austen, that kind of books, and from there, as you told, like the journey of poetry, that kind of took shape there.
So why? So what do you feel like? The blunt was better, or
I think for a
like it has to be rhyming?
I think for a poet, like whoever is a budding poet, whoever wants to be a writer or want to do something in poetry, blunt is the first step.
Blunt is the first.
Yeah. So that is like, until unless you don't know ABCDEFGH, you cannot write words.
Yeah. Right.
So there are no writers in this world who have started poetry from rhyming only. So you have to do blunt first, then you have to go into poetry.
All right.
Yeah. And then rhyming started. Then open mic started in 2017.
Open mic. So you have been like you're doing open mic since 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
What's the like biggest open mic you've been to, like the best according to you?
What I remember was in IIT Kharagpur, I did a poetry open mic in which the judges were quite a big shot. I won't again name it.
Yep.
The judges were big shot, like industry big shots they were, linked to Bollywood also. And there is this another open micer only, I don't remember his name, but he's one of the poems that Ram went to Katghara. Ram went to judiciary, this Katghara. That poem is very famous. I remember I opened his show.
Oh.
Yeah, I opened his show in a cafe in Bhubaneswar. I remember Big Bike Club, something cafe. I opened his show there, and that show was sponsored by Your Court. And I was also a participant in Your Court's yearly open mics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So right now Your Court is in kind of a remission thing, but in my college days, Your Court was the platform to perform. So suppose you're performing for Your Court, it's big thing.
Okay. Okay.
I performed in Your Court. The poem was horrible. I love poem. Come on. So no hate for love poems, but I'll tell you the reason. So love. It was a love poem, and they released it in their YouTube page.
Okay. Nice.
I sent it to my mom, dad. They removed the video because the page went into, like, I don't know the page is still there or not. Yeah, but that was a big thing. And then to 2020, COVID had to stop everything. So I took a job, and during COVID, there was nothing in writing, I'll be honest, because sitting in a home in a table chair writing poems nobody reads. I'll be honest. I can like give this thing to the talent that poetry is something that really struggles.
I think now the problem is the visual the visual
Reach.
industry. Yeah, the visual industry has become like so powerful now.
Yep.
That people are so used to now seeing. Like if without seeing it, it doesn't. They don't quite like they don't like immediately get indulged when they see.
True.
It's a very small population, I would say. Yeah, there are people like who like I know one group I don't know if it's a group or a guy like called Stupid Thoughts in Instagram. They write amazing. Like they're like small poems, like in Hindi mein likhte hain, English mein likhte hain, small quotes, poems. It's wonderful. But again, वही Instagram में ही है, like it's hard to reach the mass.
There's another page also, TDP, Terribly Dank Tales, TDT, Terribly Dank Tales. If you like go, they used to write some good stuff in those COVID days. So during that time also I remember Instagram released Reels. That was the debut of Reels.
Yeah.
And dance, comedy, and singing were the prime talents that time. And no hate towards them,
No,
obviously.
no. I mean, that was
Yeah,
trending.
trending, to be honest. And obviously in the, I won't say war, but in a clash between comedy, music, dance and poetry didn't survive, I'll be honest. So left again poetry, because yeah, there is no scope, right? I had a page also in my Instagram for writing purpose. Man, that page was also not growing.
Have you thought about writing for films or for ad films or
In my
films or something?
college days, I did a write up for a movie.
Okay.
But yeah, but I'll be honest, see, the process for a writer to make his script go into the final hammer is very different from what we see. But yeah, obviously we have to understand their point of view also, because the characters they want to put into
Yeah.
those script, we, like, what can I say, the characters won't change the script have to be changed according to the characters, so that the characters can fit into it. That happened, and now that kind of, now, like, 7 times that script got changed. Now for me, discarding my own writing, discarding my own words is kind of a very painful thing for me. I'm like, nah, I will try, but not now, because it was getting hurt, like I was getting hurt into it, like, no, yeah, this is, I cannot do. But yeah, still I did some edits. Obviously I took a responsibility, I did it, and like I was like done and dusted for that. I like sent some write-ups for some pages also. I won't name the pages. They're still there, but they're like, no, we want a bit of love in content, and people relate to them. I don't know. I know, because see, obviously,
सबके लाइफ में वो लव
yes,
वाला फील
yeah,
चीजें होती है ना.
we are in a generation now that like, this famous statement, I don't know who gave, but I still remember. Zakir Khan gave this famous statement during this Haq Se
correct.
that we live in a society of a broken hearts and broken souls.
That's a nice thing you said. We are from that era, and nowadays people are from the era like पैसा कमाओ and this,
Nowadays era is different, like that's a,
and it is reflecting on the poems also. It's
True.
reflecting on the songs also. It's reflecting on the type of movies also.
exactly, yeah.
So it's like all going together like that.
I'll tell you now. I'll tell you the what is the scenario right now. Okay, so I'll guess that you're a born of before 2000, right?
Before the 90s.
90s. I'm also a 90s kid. Okay, now we have grown up. I'll say not watching, because we watched very little. TVs, mobiles
Mostly
were
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
So what my father says, that your generation is the dust kid generations, because we used to go outside, we used to play like hell, we used to cover in dust,
Correct.
cuts and all, we used to come back.
Correct.
My dad also said this amazing thing, I remember, like, he will deny it, I know, but he said that your generation had cuts from falling down in grounds. This generation has cuts in their hearts and in their brains from traumas. We kind of socialized, we kind of idolized Western generation a lot.
Yeah.
What I remember is that when I was in Pathankot, I heard this series Friends. It was during the time of 2004 and 6.
We still watch it.
Exactly, that's a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Friends, How I Met Your
Dinner
Mother.
time, lunch time बैठ के वही देखते हैं.
Yeah. Friends came, and from Friends, this whole wave of radio jockeying in India started. Then came your roadies. Ayushmann Khurrana's first season, I still remember. Amazing it was. Nowadays, okay, no comments.
What about WWE?
WWE is also there. Like, I still remember, like, we used to watch it
We're
hiding.
crazy about it.
We don't used to tell our parents.
Yeah.
Like, we are watching. What they think, they're wearing underwear and doing wrestling. Out. Like, no food for 2 days. And so as TV came into our life, there were certain channels which also came into people's life.
Yeah.
I still remember my dad. The first movie I went with my dad actually, and I was in class 10th.
I think somewhere I also like. No, I was in 6th or something.
Yeah.
First time.
But can you
Jurassic
imagine?
Park.
Yes, you went Jura, I went Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes,
Okay.
and just can you imagine the thought that class 10th I am debuting my in theaters.
Yeah.
And nowadays,
Abhi,
babies.
उनको हमसे ज्यादा
Yes.
they're tech savvy more than us here.
And they're coming to watch Murder 3. I'm like, that is a different, okay, that is a different
इस
form.
देश को ये हुआ क्या?
Oh boy. So yeah, as like those things ना, those TV, those movies started ना. देखो अब ना, we as a kids ना, हम लोग हमारे बाद वाला generation है, हमारा वाला generation, we will find a way to watch it.
Yeah.
By hook or by crook, we will watch it. Okay. Now then came these movies like New York.
New York,
If you have watched
yeah.
New York, amazing movie. Now there were movies which used to show you the life, the glitz and the glory of foreign,
Yeah.
of Western culture, relationships, then your living togethers and hookups and all over this.
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits and all. Wow. Anyways, so friends with benefits and all. Now, our generation was like, we still have that fear of parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Nice said.
कि कर तो लेंगे, बट
पता चलेगा तो
पता चलेगा तो फटेगा ही. बट हमारे अंदर ये इंस्टॉल था, वी हैड दिस थिंग इंस्टॉल्ड अस कि हमको अगर नहीं बोले तो वी हैव दैट अनइजीनेस फीलिंग, राइट, कि यार किन से छुपा रहे हैं. दीज आर द पीपल हु आर लाइक मेकिंग अस ग्रो, राइट, किन से छुपा रहे हैं हम. तो बट नाउ इट इज गॉन. तो वहीं पे ही दिक्कत है. तो वही जो राइटिंग का मैं बोल रहा था कि लव से तो रिलेट करेंगे आज के लोग, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ थिंग इज हैपनिंग इन आवर जनरेशन एंड love is something that everyone wants but nobody gets.
आजकल के जमाने में it's like even more difficult. Finding love is like
Finding love is easy actually, but finding that ideal love, that what
Ideal
you
love,
think
yeah.
is tough.
Yeah.
अब देखो अनुष्का शर्मा विराट कोहली का जो चीज है वो तो सब नहीं, वो अगर सब चाहेंगे तो what they don't know is that they dated for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And अगर आपको उस लेवल तक जाना है, आप एक दूसरे के impurities को भी तो accept करोगे.
Absolutely. Before we finish, one last question I would like to ask you. Like I ask this to everyone. If there is a message, or like if there is something which you want to relay or which you want to convey to this upcoming generation, like we call it Gen Z or you call it Gen Alpha, if there is a something message or something you want to relay, so what would that be?
There's this one quote, I don't remember from who is, my dad basically told that hard times create good men, good men create, like that quote. I think today's generation needs to know that quote by heart, needs to understand that quote, because we are enjoying, because we have those luxuries because our parents did the hard work.
Yeah.
We have to do, otherwise our future generations are going to struggle like hell.
Nice.
Second thing, this is actually my brother told. I went through a dark phase and my brother told me this during that time, that you have to be an eagle in your life. Why eagle? So eagle, till his age becomes 40, he is a full beautiful eagle. After that he has a choice, either die as old or just take out his
Yeah.
nails and shed his feathers
Yes.
and
This I
grow
know.
them again for survival.
This I know.
My brother told me that, bhai, if you want to survive in this world, change is required. Third thing, this is a very famous quote by David Goggins, who I am into fitness, so I should say this, that nowadays becoming great is very easy because half of the world is not even trying. You know this very amazingly.
I won't comment on that.
Exactly. So I'll tell like all the budding people who will watch this, all the budding people who will like relate to this, before giving up to anything now, I remember that I follow this, that when I die, I am lying in my deathbed, I'll see the ghosts of every hobby which I have left. Guitar, this and that. And they will speak to me. Why did you left me? That is a feeling which I can't accept. So try.
Try.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's
Nice. It was nice talking to you. Really nice. I've like overjoyed to have you on the show. I hope you like it as well. If you also like it as well, please let us know through your comments. And so we wrap it up now.
Yep.
Okay, we'll continue later in our own personal time.
Done.
Keep watching the BongSanyasi show. Take care.